Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. Winter slammed into Wellington today, bringing floods with it and a mini tornado to the Kapiti coast.
And tonight and through the entire weekend, most of the country will get their first real taste of winter, with heavy rain, thunderstorms, gale force winds and snow all on their way. Alexa Cook reports.
Snapped like a toothpick and piercing through the roof. The Norfolk pine tree narrowly missed plunging into a Ferrari and its owner.
Quite scary, yeah. The whole building was kind of shaking. So I suppose the last experience was the Kaikoura earthquake. That was the closest thing I could put it down to.
This video capturing the sheer force of the weather pummelling the region, ripping chairs off decks and tearing the tops off these two pines that plunged into Tim's workshop.
And now the weather's coming in and it's here for another few days, I think. So
next door also took a hit.
And the branch came through the ceiling and pretty much stopped, but it would have hit me straight in the face.
His friend wasn't so lucky.
And then it just came straight through the window, hit his hand, got glass all through his eyes, just smashed all the window out.
Waikanai's Omahi Street is one of the worst hit areas.
We've got 8 cars damaged to various degrees. In this particular case, parts of the tree came down, damaged the roof, the side of the car, the back of this one.
They were spinning around that yard over there like leaves.
Wow.
Yeah, I suppose it's excitement for the day in the street.
About a dozen homes in the Kapiti coast have been damaged, while further south thunderstorms were lashing the capital for much of the day, lifting manhole lids and briefly cutting power across the city.
Power cut.
There's more wild weather on its way.
This is not the end of the bad weather yet. We've got more thunderstorms to come on Friday, possibly even into the weekend. Snow's in the mix. We also have heavy swells around western parts of the country as well.
The clean-up might have begun, but the worst could be yet to come.
Well, kia ora, Alexa. What are the weather warnings in place?
Well, a heavy swell warning has been issued for this area and it comes into effect from midnight tonight. It covers the area all the way from here in Pondirua up the Kapiti coast to Otaki. Coastal residents are being urged to prepare for the high waves and surface flooding, and that's because the waves are expected to sweep over the sea walls. People are also being urged to get their sandbags out if they have them and to clear their front lawns and driveways. And when people are driving, they should avoid the old State Highway 1 that goes around the coast and should take the new Transmission Gully instead. These heavy swell warnings are in place until at least midnight tomorrow night.
Alexa Cook live from Titahi Bay, Tanakwe.
And Heather is here now with more on that wild weather. And how long is it expected to continue, Heather?
Well, we've got it through till at least the weekend, thanks to a series of fast-moving weather systems. So tomorrow, another front crosses the country with more thunderstorms, rain and strong winds. And then more fronts with cold Antarctic air will hit over the weekend. Good news for the ski fields, but there are multiple weather warnings in place. I'll be back with all the details later in the hour.
Thanks so much, Heather.